What's going on, guys? This is KNasty390 here. Welcome back to the episode of Cincinnati Reds franchise. This is the draft-only challenge. We can only use players that we drafted, the Cincinnati Reds have drafted. And I see the comments from you guys. You guys are saying how I can use players who were originally drafted by the Reds who are no longer on the Reds, i.e. like Jay Bruce. Like we can go get Jay Bruce. I don't want that. I just really want to just build it through our own system and then just use what the Reds already had. So I appreciate that. Maybe we'll try that on a different franchise. For this one, though, it's just players that we draft ourselves. Now, one thing you guys didn't mention, and I did look up to confirm, Taylor Trammell, it says on this that he was either a free agent or unknown. He was a draft pick by the Reds in 2016, which is good because he looks like a good player. So we can use Taylor Trammell on our franchise. So that's nice. Right now, we're in the offseason of 2019 going to 2020. We have to fill some coaches, so we can get some nice A coaches. That's one thing to do this offseason. Hernandez is not one of our players. Since he spent last year in the minors, we cannot give him a qualifying offer, so we're just going to let him leave. Same with Jared Hughes. However, Homer Bailey was a draft pick of ours, and I was thinking of keeping him, but he's been so freaking bad. We're going to give him we're going to tender a qualifying offer on him. He's going to accept it. We'll get a draft pick out of it, and then we can either keep him or just get rid of him. I don't know. The $18 million is a lot of money for a guy who is one of the worst pitchers in baseball, but we can only use players that were draft picks of us. So, arbitration, we have no one there. Tender contract. So, Luis Rivas was a closer of ours. We will give him a contract. I actually would like to lock him. Let's not lock him up yet, because he's only a B potential. I don't want to give him crazy money. I think the rest of this, though, I will just do it right now. You guys don't have to see me go through all these. So give me a second, guys, and we'll be all done with this. All right, guys. So I went through all those. We took care of all that. So now we can start the simulation, see what happens in the offseason. Now, we aren't going to partake in this, but we can still see what happens. The Angels got Rizzo. That's pretty interesting. Carrasco's a Mariner. Garrett Cole's a Dodger. Shockingly, Homer Bailey accepted the qualifying offer. He's like, $18 million? Really? To pitch? Yes, Homer. We're giving you that money to pitch. I think, yeah. We're not going to lose anyone in the Rule 5 draft. Let's go look at the coaches, though. Hitting, pitching, and third base. So, let's find an A that doesn't have... There we go. That doesn't bring down anything. So there's third base. We need a hitting and a pitching. Bringing down homers per 9 is not the worst thing. That was the only thing it brought down. I think that might be the best option we see here. So yeah, let's go that. Homers per 9, but it increases break, velo, and walks per 9. And then we need a hitting coach. Plate vision. But discipline and contact go up, so we'll take him. And I think that's pretty much it. Now the offseason will be pretty quick. As long as, excuse me, Sanchez is traded for Soroka. Wow, okay. Xander's a Tiger. Good luck. X, excuse me. I don't know why I said Z. I'm thinking of Chara for the Bruins. That's a cross-sport mistake. Cody Allen for Verlander and Dozier. I mean, Verlander's 37. I like this trade for the Royals because Dozier's not much of a player in this. All right, looks like we got everyone. Kiermaier for Greinke straight up. So we're going to have the number 2 pick in the draft. It looks like we have the same record as the Marlins. I guess they own the tiebreaker, which stinks, but it is what it is. Let's just make sure. I wish we could check to make sure all the players signed, but I believe they did. We can go to check for new contracts. Greinke got traded again for Doolittle and Nick Williams. All right, let's just make sure. All right, everyone signed. We can go into the next season, 2020. Let's make sure looks like we lost a scout. So we have an international, 2 internationals, a central and a west. So we need an east. That's been updated or upgraded. We can send to the regular season. All right. Let's take a look at the roster. So on the Major League team, so let's take a look at starters. So we have Homer Bailey, I guess. Stevenson. All right, he was our best pitcher last year. Sal Romano, not bad. Stevens, maybe as our long man. Maley, yeah, he can be on it. We also have Mercado, not ready. He's a 65 overall. Let him develop a point. 54 overall. Connor Gill, 62 overall. This guy's 63 overall. Now, where is... Here's Hunter Green. He's a 69, nice overall. I think one more year in the minors will be fine. We'll call up Stevens. So let's go call him up. Homer Billy was put on waivers, but he'll clear those. We know he'll clear that. So where's Stevens? There he is. Move to the MLB. All right, let's take a look at the bullpen now. So for closers, we got Rivas. Tejada, I'll call up a potential. He was a draft pick of 2019, a first-round pick. Montoya, we could call up 67 overall. It's not the worst. Weiss, I'd rather not call him up. Nivar's already on the team, 65 overall. So yeah, let's call up Tejada. He is a top 50. I wonder how high of a prospect he is. Yeah, Scott White is number 6. That's not bad. Hunter Green's at 11. What else do we have? So both of those guys are players we can use. Same with Trammell, he's at 29. Tejada is at 41. So we have 4 top 41 prospects. I'm being very specific with the top 41, but hey, that's where the last one fell at. All right, let's take a look now at catchers. So we have Barnhart and Chavez on the big league club. I'd rather have Oki on the big league club, so we're going to have to, because I want Chavez to play every day. 69 overall, B potential. So we'll call him down, call up Oki. Or we can let's call up Stevenson. He was an actual, yeah, let's call up Stevenson. First base, we have Votto, and then if we need to call someone up, we can call it Cabrera. Second base, we don't have anyone. I don't think. Yeah, that guy was born in California, so we don't have any second baseman. Third base, we have Nick Senzel, who can play second. Morales is maybe someone. Gonzalez was a international player, so we can use him. Shortstop, Rodriguez was an international player, so that they signed the Reds did, so we can use him. He'll count for this. Jeter Downs, he was a draft pick of theirs a couple years ago, like an actual draft pick for the Reds. I think in 2015 or 16. Or maybe it was even 2017. I think it was 2017, so we can use him at short. Now, if you guys are wondering why I can use this guy, if you missed the first 2 videos, so basically, in real life, there's no draft for international players. They're just signed as free agents, and he was signed by the Reds before I think in 2012, 2013, I think. So because of that, we can use him on the team. He's a homegrown player, but we can call up Jeter Downs. Winker in left. Oh, that's not bad. Trammell, Scott White, those are all our own players. We have Clemens for some pop, but we can leave him in AAA. All these guys are Zarate we can use if we need to. Let's see, outfield. Center field we have Billy Hamilton and Kincaid, who is not much of a player there. And then right field we have Irving and Frazier, but Frazier is not much of a player, unfortunately. So I guess the $1 million question is, who on the MLB team? We have to send down Herrera, Shackelford, Dixon, Blandino, Daniel. Okay. All the second basemen we got to send down. So send them down. We can call up Jeter down, so I'll call him up. We're going to send Chavez down to AAA. We'll call up Stevenson. All right, those guys are our own players. Shackelford was not. And I think that might be it. We'll call up Homer. Oh, right. We got to send him down. We'll call up Homer Billy once he clears waivers. We can call up one more player. So our outfield will be White, Winker, and Hamilton. I like that. I think we should call Trammell down. Zarate, we'll call him up just to be like a bench bat, even though he He doesn't have the greatest potential, so I'm okay with him just being like a bench spot. And we'll call up Clemens as well. All right, so the last thing I want to do, call up some people from from Class A to AA and AAA to fill out those lineups. Okay, so that should be good. Stevens in the rotation. Wait, is Meyer a guy we can use from the Dominican? Yeah, we did use him last year. In the lineup, I'll have him auto-generate that. Now, you guys are mentioning in the comments I should do the scouting for this. I created a franchise just to fool around with scouting. I was so bad at it. Like, it took so much time. And I was just like, scouting guys ended up being garbage. I'm like, they do a good enough job by automating it. Like, I know what I'm not good at. I'm not good at manually going through and scouting everyone. I can outsource that, and that's good. So, we're just going to outsource it. All right, so that means Homer Bailey just cleared the waivers. Shocking. We have a pretty deep bullpen. I'll actually leave Homer Bailey as the long man. Our lineup, I want to make sure Scott White plays every day. He does. It's not good. It's not awful, though, and I really don't care how it is. Like, what are we ranking-wise, like standings? We're still the worst team in baseball, but we'll see how we do. I think we'll start slowly improving. And I mean slowly. If we have a good draft here, then I think we can really jump up. And I want to make sure Hunter Green's playing in the rotation. All right, that looks good. Perfect. All right, so we can continue this, guys. And hopefully we can nail the draft. We have the second pick, maybe the first pick. Hoping to have the first pick maybe next year and then really start turning it around. Hey, who knows? Right now we're not terrible. And, like, we do have good young players. It's coming around before we draft. I do want to look. Oh, no, can't look at any trades. I do want to look at our draft board. So we are currently, all right, we're at the draft for 12 games under 500. Last in the division. But let's see what do we have? So I think pitching is something we can definitely look at. Guys for the future of this team. Stevenson, I think, is a guy for the future. I think Romero is a guy for the future. Maybe like Meyer or Mail turns it around. And then we have Hunter Green down in the minors. He's definitely a player for the future. Mercado potentially be potential there. But maybe if we can get like that stud at pitcher, another one with Hunter Green, that would be important. Offense, we do have a future first baseman for Votto. We really need like a middle infield, second base, shortstop, or third base, because Senzel can play. I'm not sure if his bat will play at third. I'm not sure if his fielding, whatever. I think he might be best suited. He's having a great year, by the way, as a second baseman probably. But we can leave him at third, so we really need a second, third, and a shortstop. We really don't need a catcher, maybe another outfielder. So this is some things to look at. So we can take a look at like the big board here, and we can like just sort by, So we can look at some like blue chips. I wish there was a way just to only look at blue chips. I don't think there is. But here's a first baseman who's a few years away, but he has 80 potential. Same with this guy. He's 22. Some closers. More closers. Starters. So this guy right here, Rex Duncan. I'd be very intrigued by him. Same with Faulkner. I'd rather have Duncan just because of his age and when he'll be ready. That pitcher is like 4 years away. So I really think Rex Duncan is the guy I want to get in this draft. This is the guy I'm targeting. He also is lefty. He's from Australia. So let's get into the draft. Let's go to it. So we have the number 2 pick. Nice. So they didn't take him. So we're going to take Rex Duncan. With the number 2 pick. Could be ready in a couple years. 20 years old. So like in 2 or 3 years, he's 22, 23. So let's take him with the number 2 pick. Faulkner went 3. That was another guy we were looking at, but I think that was smart by us to get him. Now we have this competitive balance pick for having a low budget. Let's see. A third baseman here. Well, let's just go to like at shortstops. No one really well scouted. Third base, this guy's pretty well scouted. Could have a really good bat, above average fielding, and at second base, nothing there. I'm going to take this third baseman. Just get the position that we need. Moving on, a catcher here. Could have great power at catcher. Is a few years away. Maybe. We don't really need him. Maybe get more relievers. This Conroy guy is there. Any like green potential? I would normally take the catcher and just say like, oh, we kind of see what we have. We have Barnhart, who's currently on the team, Stevenson, and Chavez. But I mean, if this guy has he could have amazing power. There's a lot of value in that. So we'll take Ruben Stout. That's a double food reference. Oh, we didn't get an extra draft pick for Homer Bailey coming back. That's lame. I'll probably take a starter here. I'm gonna take Blue just because he could be ready next year. Or is that 2 years from now? I'll take Blue. So I guess we didn't get that extra draft pick for Homer Bailey. That's kind of lame. Oh, well. Oh, and Mateo's available in the next one. All right, so we're loading up on some starters. And hopefully they can turn it around. Or turn our rotation around, excuse me. Another starter could be ready very soon. I might take him. I'm actually kind of looking at like the MLB ETA. A center fielder could have 75 and 70 contact with 70 fielding. I'm going to take him. Eric Bush. Just for the fact of he could be ready like next year. That is very nice. A center fielder here is 20 is a few years away. Yeah, we'll take him. He's a project. If he ends up having like a high BA potential, that's not bad. And that will be it for the draft, boys. Hopefully we did well. Okay, we had a really good draft. Rex Duncan, looks like Dallas Keuchel, kind of. 94 potential, we nailed that. 63 overall, so he's not ready yet, but that's big. Edward Perez, 88 potential. Excuse me, can play third, left, and right. As you can see, the bat looks pretty good. 88 potential, he should develop pretty well. 68 overall already. Strout, 86 potential. You can see the power is already there. Durability is not too bad. If he ever develops like some fielding or contact, could be a really good player. 86 potential. Landon Blue, 70 overall already. He may be on the rotation next year. 82 potential. Samuel Mateo, 63 overall. He has one bunting. I just saw that. That like showed up on his little thing there as one. That's why I saw it. 88 potential, 63 overall. That's a good pick. Eric Bush, 72 overall. Only 71 potential. As you can see, he could play next year for us. So, that's fine. And Velasquez, in the 6th round, 78 potential. Not terrible. That's a good draft. I guess $1 million question is, who did the Marlins take? And then did we miss on anyone? So, we'll fly through these. So, that's what the Marlins took. He's 22, 52 overall. So he's gonna be like he won't be in the majors. He's like 90 until he's like 26 with that 94 potential. It'll take him some time. Rex Duncan's only 20, same potential and a higher overall. So I think we had a better pick. There might have been guys that we missed though. So let's see. Richard Nix. I read as Richard Nixon. You get Faulkner. That was the guy we passed on. He's only 4 overall worse. Or 3 overall worse, but his potential's 97. So that is a pick we might have gotten wrong. I don't hate our pick though, Rex. Anyone else? No, I mean, yeah, Rex. I'm still okay with Rex Duncan. That's a good pick. Let's see how the team is doing. Scott White, kind of struggling. Senzel though. Actually, we just looked at Senzel earlier. Pitching, we already looked at that. We can continue simulating. I don't think we're going to have the number 1 pick next year. I think we're too good for that, which I'm okay with, like developing, going in the right direction. And let's see. I really just want to really just develop. And here we go. We're getting a little bit of a winning streak. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with us winning. Normally I'm not. Like I normally want to suck, but because like we can't like trade to get something, we can't like trade a player away to get something. We need to have these guys develop. So, I mean, we're still 19 games under 500, but there's Marlins are worse shape, and the Phillies are worse. If you go to we're actually still like around the number 3 pick. How is Senzel doing? Okay, he's doing pretty damn good. He's turning into a guy, so that's good. Scott White, I mean, he's progressing. He's not having a great year, but he is definitely progressing. So these are building blocks. What else do we have? Barnhart's kind of struggling this year. Zarate's not doing too bad. 6 home runs off the bench for the 20-year-old. And his overall's going up, so he's actually progressing with that C potential. So that's not too bad. Winker has that A potential. He's going up. There's talent here, guys. It's just going to take some time to develop. Like shortstop, second base, that's definitely places we need to improve. Unfortunately, we didn't get really anything in the draft. Sal Romano's doing well. Stevenson's kind of struggling after last year. Myers pitching okay. Hunter Green's doing well. I think next year we'll call him up. Montoya's doing all right in the minors. He's one of our draft picks. Tapia, I think, was someone we can use. Weiss is someone we can. Terrible overall, though. Let's actually take a look at the minors. See any we can look at the guys. Let's just go to like AAA. So there's Weiss, Oki, Morales is a C potential. Chavez, he's improving except contact first left, but he's going up. He's trending up. Cabrera, his potential's going down. That stinks. Connor Gill, Stamina's going down. Other than that, things are going well. And then Double A, Kincaid's a C potential. Frazier's a D potential, so I'm not too worried about that. Richardson, oh, the bat is progressing. The power, I see the power going up. The contact's there. C potential, he's going up. Montoya's that C potential, but he is improving except for Ks per 9. And Mercado is improving. So we're actually having, our team's moving up. We have the number 7 prospect in Hunter Green. We have anyone else? Trammell's at 26. Anyone else? I think that might be it. Yep, that is it. But Hunter Green's there, so that's not too bad. We can continue the simulating. Probably finish the year on this and see how the team did. White Sox interested in trade. Well, I am not interested in you guys, so don't even bother calling me. I wonder if we can get like 70 wins? That might be pushing it. Right now we're at 59. Yeah, that's pushing it. 67 and 95. Definitely an upgrade. We had 48 wins last year. So 67 is not bad. Scott White finished 2-6. Oh, the power versus left went up a lot. I'm starting to like this guy, guys. 27 stolen bases. Not bad. Votto's still Votto. I hope he doesn't retire. I'm not sure if we'll, when he's a free agent, do we keep him or not? That would be tough. Senzel finished only with 17 home runs. A 270 average, though. With a bad defense, his WAR was only 0.7. I think he's best suited for second base. But we need to get a third baseman to move him there. Until then, he'll play third. What was Scott White's WAR? Not probably amazing. 1.7. But I'm liking the bat. Winker, 265, 17 home runs. Let's see. Oh, we can't check the minors stats anymore. Rotation, Stevenson, 4.8 ERA, 4.47 for Romero. Meyer was pretty good. Iglesias did all right at the pen. Peralta's now an 80 overall. He did struggle this year. Rivas is an 80 overall as well. So, our bullpen's not terrible. Nevar's pretty bad. Tejada pitched well. He's improving quite a bit. Lorenzen, Garrett, our bullpen is going to be our strength moving forward. We get Hunter Green next year. We get the number 2 pick we had in a couple of years. That's going to be the strength of this team, in the hope that lineup just kind of carries it enough. Now, what do we have for anyone who's a free agent? Homer Bailey, again, I probably will re-sign him for just something really small, knowing that we won't get the extra draft pick. Iglesias, I don't know if he'll be I think he will technically be a free agent. Yeah, he's going to be a free agent. I don't know, guys. Meet me in the comments down below. When should we we're going to give him a qualifying offer. Should we bring him back or let him walk as a free agent? Get that extra draft pick. We do have a strong bullpen. He's 30. That's something to keep an eye on. Billy Hamilton still has 2 more years. Same with Barnhart before they're free agents. So, I think that will be it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. We'll send the offseason, see who wins the World Series. Dodgers defeat the Yankees. So, yep, here we go. We can see retired players. No one from our team retired. Cano made the Hall of Fame. And, oh, never mind. I thought Iglesias is a free agent. I guess he's not a free agent, so. Where is he? He didn't retire. He's right here. He's arbitration, so it lied to me. Okay, so never mind. We'll see if Billy Hamilton declines that player option. I probably will let him walk because he hasn't really been that good of a player. He steals bases, but well, actually, last year was pretty good. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge next episode, guys. I'll talk to you later, though. Take it easy. Peace.